So I know a lot of people probably noticed the title and wondering what the title is all about. So it actually is an interesting story. So what happened was that Shokyo was given the title of White Knight of Nintendo, right? So I thought that was kind of funny, really. And what happened was is that I was actually talking to Broken Games. I think we were talking about Bayonetta 2, and he gave me the title of Shining Knight of Nintendo. So I kind of laughed at him because I was like, dude, I'm just saying, when is being a knight a bad thing? You know, that made me want to defend Nintendo even more. But here's the situation. It's not really about defending Nintendo or anything like that, dude. It's just kind of showing you common sense. I mean, these are numbers that, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. I don't understand why you guys really don't understand it, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of explain to you as much as possible. Now, first of all, we're looking right here at the Wii U sales. Let's go ahead and highlight it right now. Now, I'm not trying to sugarcoat that, and by no means have I ever said, you know, the reality of it is that the Wii U sales are pretty bad. You know, keep in mind, the time it's been out has been about, what, 4 or 5 months. But those particular numbers, only 2.66 million, is in fact bad. You know, I'm definitely not saying that. You know, but I mean, there are a lot of people out there who will sit there and just hate on it just to hate on it. Black Bond, for example, and Zaire. Black Bond, quick mention with him. The other day, right, he made a video talking about how there are no games coming out for the Wii U. And I respond to him, I said, dude, I don't understand what you're getting at. The paper that you just showed us shows that there are games coming out for the Wii U. What are you trying to get at? So he responded with me, oh, Zephyrnix is trying to argue semantics where no games means 0 games. Well, yeah, dude, actually the definition of no at all usually means 0. I'm just saying, if no means none. You know, I'm just saying, you know, that's not semantics. That's the Webster's fucking dictionary right there. But anyway, so he kept going on, and I actually explained that. And I also explained to him about the fact that if you actually go ahead and look in the past of the launch dates of the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, then you'll also notice that if you fast forward up to the first December, January, and February after those launch dates, you'll notice that every system has had about 4 to 6 games released. Just like the Wii U, on December, January, and February of the first December, January, and February of their launch cycle. Now, of course, what did Black Bond do? Oh, Black Bond does what Black Bond does best. He dodged. He sidestepped, of course. He brought up Dead or Alive 4 sales numbers. No one's talking about no sales numbers, you know. And then he started trying to bring up, well, even the guy who was actually what did he say? Oh, the guy he was on the phone with was actually going ahead and said that there was no games either. I'm like, dude, 2 things wrong with that. Number one, from what I hear, the guy actually did say that there's a couple of games coming out. He said it twice. And then if you actually watch the video, you notice that Black Bond actually cut out a good amount of the portion. So we don't know what was said in that particular aspect. But so yeah, dude. I mean, leave it to Black Bond to go ahead and be proven wrong as usual, you know, versus Zephyrnix. But then go ahead and try to sidestep as usual. But, I mean, whatever. And then Zaire, man. Zaire is funny. I don't know why Zaire continues. That nigga look dumb every time we turn around. You know, the first thing, he had to go ahead and try to go ahead and fix things, do damage control in his own video by saying he was trying to troll on another video. But then he did this other video and trying to go ahead and, you know, was like, aha, the Vita sold more than the Wii U in Japan. Yeah, dude, that's because Japan just had a price cut. So, of course it's going to have price cut for the Vita. So, of course it's going to sell more. I mean, seriously, how did you? Oh, of course you don't know that because you were too busy hating on the Wii U. Then you actually got about learning shit. You know, I'm just saying, dude. Anyway, whatever with Zaire. I mean, oh, he said Nintendo. I had to break this to you, dude. Look at this. These are sales numbers for Japan, dude. 12.7 million of Wii units sold in Japan, and 44.4 million units sold in America. America, dude, is Nintendo country. Japan is not Nintendo country, dude. Learn your shit. But anyway, getting on to, you know, harder times now. Basically, what he was doing was he was actually came out with some actually interesting points about what's going on with the Wii U and the sales numbers and things like that. And as I said before, the Wii U sales are in fact very low right here. Here's some sales numbers for the Wii U. I'm just going to go ahead and focus on the top. I would say the top 5, the top 10. Nintendo Land only sold 1.63. New Super Mario Bros. U only sold 1.53. Zombie U only sold 0.35. But here's the thing. I know a lot of people are looking at this and like, oh, sale. Understand something. these do not qualify. I mean, how to put this? Not qualify, but digital numbers are not added up here. So the actual numbers that people actually went out and bought, like the people who actually bought the games on their actual Wii U itself, digital version, they're not calculated in these numbers. These numbers are strictly for retail via Amazon, Walmart, GameStop, etc., etc. It's not even actually, these aren't even qualified for the actual, like for mom and pop stores, you know? So there are a lot of other games that actually sold more than this, but not a lot, but you get the idea. But digital sales, I know for a fact, is a big, big push right there because Nintendo actually has about, what they have, a 10% sale where every game that you actually buy, or every game that you buy, right, you get 10% back from everything that you actually purchase. So yeah, a lot of people are taking advantage of that. I myself have also purchased new Super Mario Bros. U and Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing Transformed on the Wii U because I actually do like the whole thing where it comes, you know, whole digital thing and 10% back. It's literally better than anything that both Sony and Microsoft has come up with yet. I'm just saying. So, with that being said, let me see what else. Oh, and I know you noticed the numbers of New Super Mario Bros. U. It only sold 1.53 million. But here's the thing. If you actually go back here to the sales of the Wii U, which only sold 2.66 million, which means that the install base is actually only 2.66 million, right? So that means that more than half the people who own a Wii U owned New Super Mario Bros. U. So those numbers are actually pretty goddamn good when compared to the install base. Keep in mind that most likely, as people start to purchase Wii U, they most likely will purchase New Super Mario Bros. U. Most likely, out of every 4 people who own a Wii, who bought a Wii U, most likely 1 person would actually buy New Super Mario Bros. U. That's not the exact math, but I'm pretty sure that's around a ballpark right there. So, Shockwave crashed. Anyway, so just going here, let me show you some system sellers that I'm 100% sure will go ahead and sell these systems. Mario Kart Wii is one game right there. When Mario Kart U, I guess it's going to be called, when that comes out and it's already being worked on as we understand it, guaranteed you it's going to pick up. And how do I know it's going to pick up? And that's the big thing right there. How do you know that these games are actually going to become system sellers? Because the gamer have already said it. They said when Smash Brothers come out, when Zelda comes out, when Mario Kart comes out, that's when I'll go ahead and purchase a system. Until then, I'll just wait. I understand it completely, and I can see that, you know? It really doesn't take a genius to listen to them, understand what they're saying, and do that. And that's the thing about the hater, guys. When you guys go out and hate, and instead of trying to hate and dispute everything, listen to what the gamers are saying. That is the reason why I actually decided to go back to Nintendo, because I realized something really big, and that's the fact that when it comes down to it, how we say that this gaming community is all trash. It ain't the Nintendo fans, because when you go on when you go on Miiverse is exactly what I've been looking for. It's something where all gamers are sitting there together having fun. They give their honest opinion about games. There's some people who did not like Monster Hunter. I myself was not a big fan of Monster Hunter, but so far I got to play a little bit more to see if I'm liking it. But right now I'm not a big fan of Monster Hunter. If you go look on Miiverse, some people have admitted that, and it's not the game for me. I don't like this game. Then you actually go ahead and talk about people are not happy with the fact that they got to wait a little bit longer for Zelda games. I mean, people are truthful on there. Where on here, on YouTube, all they do is shit, whine, complain, and then troll. And then it's the fake trolling too. It's not even the real kind of trolling. It's just talking shit to someone. And the reality of it is that, I mean, I'm just saying, this gaming community has gone to trash simply because of, you know, well, a lot of you guys, where you go to Nintendo's Miiverse, it is all smooth sailing. It's very fun. It's very, you know, conversating wise. I love it. But anyways, keep on going. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent there. I just really wanted to say that. But anyway, look at this here. Wii Sports Resort. Now, these are games that was bundled with the Wii, but here's the reality of it. The reality of it is that this is also a system seller, because there are a lot of games out there, a lot of people out there who enjoy those Wii Sports games, who enjoy those bowling games, who enjoy all those types of games. They really did enjoy them. I myself loved Wii Sports. It was one of my favorite games. It was a really good exercising game too. Not to mention, grab 4 controllers, jump on there, bang, zoom. You got a 4-player game having ball. You know, I definitely invited a couple of friends over here to have fun and play those games on a couple of times. Keep on going. Let's see. Wii Fit and Wii Fit Plus are in fact system sellers, guys. Look at these numbers. God damn, 22 and 21 million. And keep in mind that it sold that much and you had to buy the balance board with it. That really tells you, I myself, depending on the reviews of Wii U Fit, I am thinking about getting the game myself, get my exercise on. You know how it is. Smash Brothers Brawl. I already told you that Smash Brothers is, in fact, a system seller. A lot of gamers out there are waiting for the next Smash Brothers games. It will be playable and viewable at E3. So, needless to say, when you get to E3, guaranteed that you are going to go ahead and be able to go ahead and see it for yourself. So I'm looking forward to the Smash Brothers. I definitely am. New Super Mario Bros. Galaxy and games of that nature. These are also games that a lot of gamers love. Mario Galaxy, Mario Party 8. I personally like Mario Party games. I hope that they go back to the original. I don't mind that they actually went ahead and will use like the gamepad as a as a way to enhance the games. But come on, give us. I'm just saying, man. I mean, use the gamepad only for dice. I'm just saying. I'll get into some things like that later on, but I'm just saying. Same thing with Zelda. Zelda Twilight Princess is in fact 6.76 million. Despite the fact that that is a low number for Nintendo, that's still a good number. So, that's all I'm saying. Trust me when I tell you that these games right here, by the time these games are released, you will see a significant jump in terms of sales. But right now, because these games are not out just yet, you're not going to see these sales numbers. I'm just being honest with you. And let there be a Fire Emblem game coming out for the Wii U, which I actually do hope there is. Oh, right. That's right. Persona Cross Fire Emblem is coming out. That game probably most likely will sell some good titles too. It's Persona and it's also Fire Emblem. You can't go wrong with that. Anyway, that's all I want to say out there. I done wasted about 11 minutes of your time. I want you to go ahead and comment. What do you guys think, personally speaking? You guys have a good night. Zeph out.